If you clicked on this video, then you're probably having a really difficult time staying on schedule. No matter what planner you purchase or how you set up your calendar, for some reason, it just doesn't work out for you. It is usually when we don't have the right strategy in place and we have combined them with really bad habits that we are unable to stick to a schedule. So in today's video, I am going to share with you 5 ways that will help you to obey your calendar. But first, if this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and I'm a professional organizer that helps people organize their life and their money using a paper planner. I would love for you to stick around, watch a couple of other videos, and subscribe to my channel. The first thing that you need to work on is your focus. One of the top reasons that we are easily pulled out of our schedule is because we get distracted. One of my favorite books on the topic is Deep Work by Cal Newport. Deep work is a state of peak concentration that lets you learn hard things and create quality work very quickly. And in this book, Cal Newport argues that in order to be truly productive, we need to log out of all communication tools and work uninterrupted for long periods of time. So you may not be able to do this all the time, but one of the top things that help me to stick to my schedule is creating pockets of time blocks. So I'll have a 2-hour time block that is dedicated to filming, and then I may take a 20-minute break, and then I might have another 2-hour time block that is dedicated to editing, and then I might go to lunch. But the point is to have pockets of time that you are uninterrupted, where you are able to get deeply into whatever you are doing and have the ability to fully concentrate on that item. And the reason why I keep calling this a strategy is because it definitely takes time. This is not an easy thing to do, especially in the age of social media where we can get distracted so easily and so many things are pulling for our attention all at the same time. It takes practice to put your phone on Do Not Disturb and not to look at it. It takes practice to really focus in on one thing at a time. We are so accustomed to multitasking that this one really does take some work, but if you are able to do it, it will transform your ability to be able to stick to your schedule. You will have less distractions coming into your day, which means you'll be able to focus more, which means you'll be able to get more things done. So you definitely want to work on your focus, and I definitely recommend reading Deep Work by Cal Newport. It will help you on that journey. The second thing that you need to do is to create realistic deadlines. So many times when we are setting up our planner for the week and we are thinking of all the different things that we have to do, we will create unrealistic deadlines. This is because we are really bad at estimating how long a task can take us. So instead of writing this really long to-do list where you jot down all the different things that you want to get done in an 8-hour day, the best thing for you to do is to look at each task and think about how long that particular task will take you. I like to group mine into several different categories. So I have an admin category, and for that one I might be thinking of my emails that I need to answer, phone calls that I need to make, or even checking in with my planner and writing out what I need to do for that day. All 3 of those tasks could probably take me 30 to 45 minutes, and thinking about each task individually instead of just grouping all of the different things that I need to do together makes me way more realistic about how long this is going to take me. As you are working on your focus, as you are setting up your time blocks, you also need to think about how long is each particular task going to take you so that you can plan accordingly. Many times the reason that we can't stick to a schedule is because we are not realistic about the schedule that we have set. We have thrown way too many things on our list, which makes us unable to complete them all, and it starts this cycle of feeling like we just can't stick to a schedule, so we just stop creating it. This is another tip, just like the one on focus, that can really take us a while to get adjusted to. I've been planning in a paper planner for at least the past 7 or 8 years, and there are still times where I have been unrealistic with my schedule, unrealistic with my list, and thinking that I can get way more done than I actually can. So the goal here is to keep trying, keep setting up your planner every single week, keep practicing adding all the different things to your list, and you will get into this rhythm where you will figure out what's realistic for you and what's unrealistic. The third thing that will help you to obey your calendar is to train yourself to avoid distractions. It is a habit, a really bad habit, to allow our minds to wander. I remember when I first started trying to train myself to avoid distractions, it was very difficult for me. I would come downstairs into my front room and then immediately I would feel my mind jumping from thing to thing that I had to do. I need to wash dishes. I need to do the laundry. I need to clean the table. I need to work on a video. I need. My mind would just jump from thing to thing. It wasn't until I realized that this was a bad habit that I needed to retrain my mind to stop doing. So what I do now is anytime I start to feel like my mind is jumping or wandering, I immediately get out a piece of paper so that I can start to brain dump all the things that's in my mind and clear my head. The process or the habit of brain dumping can really allow you to get all of the things that you feel like you need to accomplish out of your head onto paper and have another place that you can reference for those particular tasks. So now I don't have to think about them because they're all written down, and then I can add them all into my planner. I can look at my time and I can schedule every single task that I have on that list. And there's no need for me to continue to think about these things. But this requires you to train yourself to avoid distractions. So anytime you can feel your mind jumping from thought to thought, make sure that you stop, take a moment, and pull out a sheet of paper. Once you get into the habit of always pulling out a sheet of paper every single time you have these jumping thoughts, you're training yourself to stop all of those distractions that's going on in your head and forcing a habit of putting it all on paper. The fourth way to help you to obey your calendar is to look at it throughout your day. If you set up your planner on a Sunday and then you never look at your planner again, you're doing yourself a disservice. And also, if you set up your planner at the beginning of the day and you don't glance at it throughout your day, how do you know if you're staying on schedule? How do you know that you are sticking to your script? I love looking at my calendar 3 times throughout my day. I will always look at it first thing in the morning when I am setting up and getting ready to start my day. I look at it again at lunchtime, right after I finish my lunch break, in order to prepare for my next time block, which is in the afternoon. And then I look at it again in the evening when I am getting prepared for the very next day. This allows me to have separate times where I am glancing at my calendar when I know what time is it right now, and I can look at the time block that I am currently supposed to be in. And even if I am off schedule or I am not exactly where I need to be, I can rework my calendar right in that moment. I will start to replan and start to decide, how do I need the rest of my day to flow, so that I can just reschedule the other things that I may have not gotten done to the next day. But looking at your calendar throughout your day is the best way to know if you're actually obeying your calendar. And my 5th tip that's going to help you to obey your calendar is to have some type of white space or free day where you can catch up on the things that you have missed. No schedule is perfect, and no matter how you set up your planner, it's not going to work every single time. So the best thing that you can do is to have pockets of time throughout your week where you have white space where you can catch up, and also have a certain day. My day is Sunday, where I can catch up on all the things that I have missed throughout the week. On Sunday afternoons, this is the time where I can look at my planner. I'm planning for the very next week, but I'm also looking at all of the things that I missed from the current week. We usually start to feel overwhelmed and feel like we're not sticking to our schedule when we don't have any flexibility in our calendar. And when you don't have flexibility, you always feel like you're missing out on something because you've scheduled every single minute of the day. So having this set time that's a little bit more flexible, where you can relax, where you can set up other things that you may need to catch up on, or even set up random things that came up throughout the week that you didn't even know you would have to do, is a great way to help you to obey your calendar. I usually have 30 to 45 minutes every single day where I have flexible time or white space. Nothing is planned in that time. And I also very lightly will plan my weekends so that I have time on a Saturday or a Sunday to catch up on any task that that I may have missed throughout my week. And these two things have really helped me have more peace when it comes down to my schedule, to my planner, and sticking to the plans that I have every single week. So those are my 5 strategies that's going to help you to obey your calendar. Now, you guys know that I am also a pastor, and so I deeply believe that a lot of the things that I talk about here on the Organized Money can also help you on your faith journey. So if you want to go deeper into this topic and find out what God says about obeying your calendar, then make sure you click on this video here. I hope that this video helps you as you are setting up your plans for the very next week, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.